Welcome back to ciLiving. For today's lab coat legends experiments, we don't have our lab coats because we're in the backlot, but we still are doing science. And the science is the science of absorption to go along with today's Founders Day of Caring Diaper Drive.
I can already tell all the parents at home are going to love this because they're just going to see their kids dunking their stuff in water, whether it's Oreos or maybe Keys, or I'm giving bad ideas right now. I probably should stop. But yeah, no, we're talking about absorption, and not really the scientific, fancy, absorption with, I'm not going to get too into details. Basically something you can do at home. I apologize also if looks like my eyes are a little bit more on the crinkly side, just because I got some sunscreen in my eyes from earlier this morning. So I'll let you know right now, it's sunny this morning, and so it's now getting in my eyes.
We did a whole thing.
I'm absorbing some sunscreen in my eyes.
But we did a whole thing on sunscreen like a week ago, and you were so meticulous and particular about putting it exactly where it goes.
Man, I got too careless, I think, this time around.
Right, you got too comfortable.
Too comfortable.
But
don't get too comfortable.
Don't get too comfortable, but wear sunscreen.
Yes.
Today we have the blue water to kind of recreate those commercials that you used to see with the paper towels of what absorbs the fastest, because it looks good on camera.
Jaclyn asked me, what should I use for food color? Should I use red? Should I use blue? Should I use yellow? I'm like, I think all commercials use blue for a reason. That way, we're going to go with blue. So we're just going to go with the commercial.
So we're going with blue. And then we have a diaper to see how well things absorb.
A rock.
A rock.
Which, hey, you wouldn't think that, but rocks actually can absorb a little bit of moisture and a little bit of water, too. You can kind of see a little bit right there, dyed in.
Because they're porous, and they actually have some space for that. We have some paper towels. I brought some cotton balls, and then these cotton rounds, which have various different uses. And then we also probably could have done a sponge. We could have done, there's so many things around your house, I bet, that are your hands see what happens. I think some of it does go in your skin. My skin has absorbed a little bit of the blue food coloring.
The thing is, so notice when I put my fingers in there, first and foremost, I mean, there is water, there's a little bit. Your skin doesn't absorb that much water. Everyone, I mean, as a kid, I used to think, well, if I just sit in a big lake and I don't drink any water, am I still gonna die of dehydration if I was out here for, just theoretically, but could I have dehydration? And they're like, you get a little bit of water absorption, but not enough to keep you going. So there is some, but your skin is actually made, even though it has pores, it's made to kind of be a sealant, so that way you can be in water and not, lose bits of yourself and have it mix out there. So, all right, let's start with the probably least porous thing we have here, even though it does have some pores to it. A rock, right? You're going to think, okay, the rock's not going to have anything on it, but interesting enough, you dunk it for a little bit, it does have water that retains on it. And
you can see the blue, which is the proof that the dunking is actually doing something.
Yeah, there is, rocks are, you would think, okay, it's just going to slide right off there. It's not that it's waterproof. I mean, there is still water on there, and it's still getting in there as it gets on our fingers too as well. But what it is that each rock is different. Each type of rock is different, whether it's sedimentary, whether it's morpheus, igneous. I'm not going to go through all the different types of rocks. With sandstone, all that kind of different types of rocks. Each one's got some different porous ability. So some of them a little bit more porous than others. Some of them have more permeability. So how easily is it that water can get into the areas and the nooks and crannies of the rock? Because you can have a million nooks and crannies, but if you have no permeability, how do they get to those nooks and crannies?
Right.
Whereas you could have very easy permeability, but no nooks and crannies, therefore how can you be porous? So it all kind of ties in together. And then something, we got a lot of paper products here. Paper, which is made from trees, that have cellulose. Oh, look at that, very porous material. Okay, ready to do it?
We just did a diaper race. We could do an absorption race. See whose paper towel can absorb the most.
I'm gonna do it a different way.
I was gonna say, you've rolled yours into a ball, and this is like we always talk about, the fun of the science, is that you can do it however you want to do it. You can do it your own way, and you can make it into an experiment. So he has twisted his into a tiny twist.
Do I have more? I think I got more cellulose compound in there, but you got more permeability, I think. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And we'll see. We're trying to see whose paper towel is the most absorbent. As it runs up.
Mine kind of stopped.
Mine's about halfway, and it's also kind of stopped.
Yeah, mine's kind of stopped too.
So I feel like these are pretty high quality paper towels then, because they absorb as much as they can, but then there's still some left over to do the other side.
This isn't a paper towel commercial. It's just it just shows why paper towels work.
A science experiment to show how absorption works.
I think you won that one because it kept going up. Mine just kind of stopped. I think it was just too tightly bundled. There was too much of that area right there. Just kind of wasn't really permeable. It was porous, wasn't permeable. So again, the water really had nowhere else to go, even though there was some pockets there it could have gone to. Whereas you kept it nice and open, easy for the water to get up to. So again,
so I left more space for the water to absorb, essentially.
Bingo.
Okay. All right, here's the cotton ball for you.
3, 2, 1. Probably going to be very similar rates. Mine's going a little bit quicker.
I was going to say yours is actually, mine actually hit the tip of my fingers.
Oh, mine hasn't.
Because I have mine into a triangle. So mine's pretty done, actually. Mine ended quickly.
So shape does matter too when it comes to permeability and how easily it is to get that absorption. So permeability, porousness too as well. And again, when I think of pores, I'm thinking of my skin, obviously. You do all those commercials with the skin. But you do have pores. The thing is, don't really get water. You do get water in their pores, but they don't really absorb water, like I said. You can't absorb water through your pores, but you can definitely secrete water and liquids through your pores. Sweat, I'm doing that right now.
And there are some animals I know that actually hold the water, they can absorb water through their skin.
Yes, and some.
But we are not those animals.
We are not. We're kind of built to be not in water that often, as long.
Oh, you got a head start on that one.
I did, so I'm gonna win.
These are what I use to take makeup off, and I find that I find them to be more absorbent than the cotton balls.
Oh yeah, mine was pretty quick.
Yeah, mine as well.
So
all right.
We've been doing this. We've been playing too much in the water.
I was going to say, now it's time for the moment of truth. This is what today is all about.
Diapers.
The diapers. So should we pour it on like they used to do in those
commercials?
You pour it on and then I'll hold it up like this, like they used to. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let the pouring commence.
Let's see how much liquid the diaper can hold. Oh, and the sides are keeping it in?
Yeah, it's actually doing a really great job. Better than some of our other materials.
All right, it's probably good. We'll give it a second. We'll put some of that's on the plastic on the sides in.
That's pretty good.
I feel like it is a diaper commercial. This is a leak-proof diaper and the sides of it. But yeah, that did a pretty good job.
Really, it did. You know what? I am somebody, I mentioned this in the morning show. I don't know if I did or didn't. I don't have a lot of experience with diapers except for when I wore them as a kid. Never had to change them growing up for any cousins or any brothers or sisters. So I don't have a lot of experience. I know Mitchell was really killing it when he did it, and so did Taylor. Taylor beat Mitchell doing it this morning on the morning show. And clearly they have experience with their siblings, but I will say though, I never realized how absorbent they can be. You see it on the commercials all the time, but I'm like, yeah, that's really useful. So now you can see the materials, the very cellulose materials, very well made to be created so they can absorb all that pee.
Yeah,
urine, I should say, for the babies.
It feels like it does have something else in there besides just what a paper towel has.
There's more than just paper towel. You can't just get away with putting a paper towel on a kid and say, hey, here you go. No, you need diapers.
Diapers are important. Diapers. Now, everyone needs diapers, so bring them here to WCIA 3's backlot today.
Maybe you can dunk them in the water too.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for being here, Adam.